So sometimes if you can't make it, then we do this shit.
Yeah.
Yo, all right, we live.
What up?
Podcast episode 59. Unfortunately, today Zaza's all the way in what, you in Philly?
Philly headquarters, bro. I done seen mad Philly fans walking around with I'm like, yo, the game's not till like 3 o'clock. They like, hey, yo, it's time to get drunk. I'm like, bro, it's 9. They like about to go harass some Rams fans. I was like, this
Damn,
is
for
why.
real?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, this is why y'all was on the news like a week ago, bro. Like, leave people alone.
Yeah, when the guy lost his job and everything. That's crazy, bro.
one dude was like, hey, if it gets us to the Super Bowl, mad people can lose their jobs. Let's. I was like, yo, y'all are wild.
But you seen that though, the guy who cursed the Packers chick out.
Yeah.
And they banned him from the stadium for life. Yo, like, but come on, dog. Like, you calling her, what was he calling her, a cunt?
Yeah.
And they try to fight her boyfriend. Like, bro, it's a fucking game. I don't get why people get like that, bro.
Nah, Eagles fans are a different breed, bro. They are a different breed. I remember the year they went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They faced the Vikings in the NFC Championship game, right? Yo, they said they were throwing beers at fans walking to the stadium. That's how violent they got.
I heard they have a jail cell in the stadium.
They have a jail cell in the stadium. Come on.
That's crazy. And they won the Super Bowl. The way they celebrated, some guy ate horse shit.
Yeah, I saw that.
What is that?
Eagles fans are weird, bro. They're just weird, bro. When the Vikings players were leaving, they were throwing beer cans at the bus. Like, I was just like, yo, y'all don't ever just chill. They're knocking Vikings fans hats into the urinals and pissing all over them. I was like, yo, guys, I get having pride, but y'all just take it another level. Just chill. Like, we all
was it in Philly that one year with the snowballs?
Yeah.
That was Philly,
right?
Mm-hmm. And they were throwing and it was so cold, it was like ice.
Yeah.
And that shit knocked out the Santa.
They threw.
The dude playing Santa got knocked out by a fucking snowball.
I'm like, yo, y'all really wilding. Yeah, they're a little crazy about this shit, bro. Like, listen, I'm all for my team. I'm not knocking out. I'm not trying to get arrested and go to a jail cell because that shit, bro. Like, y'all a different breed, man.
Yeah, real quick before we get into it, when I was younger, me and my dad went to Yankee Stadium, and they were checking people's bags and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was one time because either they brought batteries in, some fans, D batteries, or it was like the battery night at Yankee Stadium. Like, the batteries were from Duracell, but they had Yankee emblem on them.
Oh,
and people started throwing the fucking batteries at the players on the fucking on the field, bro. I'm like, yo, D batteries? That shit hurt. Why y'all doing that?
Fans always take it to another level, bro. Fans always take it to another level.
Imagine winging a fucking D battery from the third deck. Like, just bringing that shit.
Oh,
throwing it right at somebody in the back.
Nah, see, that's why I always say fans need to get fucked up because they always take it another level. They need to start getting fucked up by players and shit like that. Because
hopefully, I think they probably learned from the Ron Artest shit.
Man, fans will try the players any day because all they're gonna know is I'm gonna get a lot. I'm gonna get some money. That's all they're looking at.
Yeah. All right, let's get to this shit. What's the first topic?
All right. First one is the NFL divisional round Saturday games. So we had the Chiefs versus the Texans. The first game, we all picked the Chiefs. I think we all understood that the Texans are a good team, but the refs and Patrick Mahomes was just too much for them.
The fix it in, bro. Fix it. If you have the AFC Championship, did I mention this on the pod? If you have the AFC Championship and the Super Bowl and Taylor Swift is there, bro, they're good. Like, it's a business.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor Swift is in the building. They want her to be dancing and jumping around, and Yo, bro, that slide was terrible. That call
Bro.
was terrible.
And you know who else is there too? Caitlin Clark. So now you got the music god, and then you have the women basketball god. So they were like, yo, we gotta get the Chiefs to the next round. Because she gonna come to the next game, and it's gonna be like, yo, this is so great. You know, Caitlin Clark's trying to get into NFL and learn. I was just like, yo, this shit is wild. The Texans kept up for a little bit. Their defense was good, but they couldn't score enough.
I think that the refs definitely helped, but that was really the issue why they lost was because, come on, Tank Dell's hurt.
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs is out. If they had Diggs and Tank,
different
story. You know what I'm saying? Yep. But the Texas defense, they've been pretty good all year. I think they didn't let the sacks, I think. I heard on the broadcast. So they've been a solid look what they did to the Chargers last week. They fucking So their defense stood up. You know what I mean? They tried, but I don't know. The Chiefs are just the best right now.
Yeah, and the Texans need to work on that offensive line. They allowed 8 sacks. I was like, bro, you can't have 8 sacks in a playoff game and then think you're gonna win. And CJ Stroud, kudos to him because he powered through, but he was hurt most of that game. So I'm just like, I don't know.
You got to see it on the other side though. The Chiefs defense, I don't know. Steve Spagnuolo, he got that fucking defense like they lost Snead.
Yeah,
and it doesn't even matter. They don't miss him at all.
Yep.
All they need is Chris Jones,
and
they've been on point the past 2-3 years. If anything,
Yep.
the defense has carried the Chiefs because the Chiefs, a lot of their fucking offense hasn't been there since Tyreek left.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, well, they had Juju that one year, but they haven't really had it's a struggle for them to score sometimes.
Yep.
And last year, that's what we thought. We're like, it's hard for them to score.
Yep.
I don't know what Pat Mahomes does. He's running around. He's fucking throwing the ball to some asshole for 15 yards. And then Kelsey, how does Kelsey get 7 catches, 100-something yards and a touchdown?
Bro,
he's the only guy.
Yeah. They didn't throw to Hopkins. They didn't throw.
No.
I mean, Worthy had a little bit, but it was really Travis Kelce was killing that Texas defense.
I was like, you already know in the playoffs they're gonna go to Kelsey.
Yep.
Why the fuck are you not guarding this boy? Double team him. Leave Hopkins open.
And he's not even running full routes. He runs like a 5-yard, and then he'll stop, and then he'll kind of like move. I'm like, bro, you keep 2 people on him. Watch him. Let someone else beat you. But I get it. It's tough, but I don't know, man. It shouldn't have been that difficult. It should not have been that difficult.
Yeah. But the Chiefs move on. They face
who are the winner of the Bills Ravens game, which is that's gonna be a great one. And then you had the Lions versus the Commanders. And shout out to the Commanders. No one thought they were gonna win this game. No one. If you thought the Commanders were winning this game, you're either a Commanders fan or you're lying to yourself.
Yeah. Bro, I watched that game in pure disbelief, bro. In pure disbelief. I'm like, nah, the Lions are going to come back, blah, blah, blah. Yo, I don't know what happened. Jared Goff just looked like shit, bro. And we didn't see that all year.
Mm-hmm.
And, hey, like you were saying yesterday in the chat, a lot of injuries caught up with them after a while.
Yeah.
You're playing first secondary.
Yep.
And, yo, listen, Jaden Daniels, bro, that offense, they proved it all year. So if you play Jaden Daniels, who has had a great year against defense with their starters, he's gonna tear you can't turn the ball over knowing that your defense is that fucked up.
Yep.
You had a pick six, you had a fumble, you had another interception, like in the third quarter.
Yeah.
I think that the last pick,
to end the game,
anyway.
Yep.
But the fumble and the pick six.
Yeah,
that first half
ended it. That pretty much ended it. Yeah,
that killed him. And Jaden Daniels capitalized on every opportunity, bro.
Bro, he looked like a veteran out there, man. He was out there. 36-yard bomb. The play to Terry McLaurin where he scored. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? I was like, they're ready. They're ready. Lions, they would get their scores, but it wasn't anything like it's like, you're playing catch up right now. And they were down by like at least 10 going into the halftime. I was like, oh, this
Yeah,
is it.
yeah.
My brother was like, yo, if they don't, and the Commanders got the ball at the beginning of halftime. He's like, if they don't stop them, this game's gonna be a rout. And like that, turned into a rout. And I know Sean McVay was like, see, that's why I traded him. That is exactly why I traded him for Matthew Stafford. I was like, damn, Goff, you've been good all season. And now think about it.
It'd be wild if Matt Stafford beats the Eagles this week.
Right?
That'd be super wild.
And yo, my thing is now the Vikings, who had 14-3 record, the Lions 15-2, y'all both don't go anywhere. Y'all both lose y'all first games. So it just shows me y'all records look a lot faulty than people give y'all a lot of people give y'all credit for it. And I'm like, nah, bro, you lose. And you had a bye and you lose? Nah, that ain't good luck, bro. And like we were saying last night, this could be it. Your Super Bowl window could be closed. You're losing Aaron Glenn. You're losing Ben Johnson. Mad people are going to leave. You don't know if you're ever going to be here again. So.
I'm not even a Lions fan, bro. That shit hurts to watch, bro. That shit hurts to watch. I was like, bro, like, come on, man. Detroit just been suffering for years, man. They had a good ass team. Like, yo, the team was dominated all year. Like I said, Jared Goff was a fucking MVP candidate.
Yep.
To see him do that yesterday, like, and Jaden Daniels was, he's fucking accurate, bro.
He outplayed him.
His bombs, bro. His bombs are on the fucking money, bro.
Bro, yep.
That one bomb he threw to Brown.
Who?
On the bro.
Yeah, where he hit the helmet. Yeah. I was just like, yo, that's a big
he
time.
He hit his helmet and he just had his hand like this and the shit went bloop right in his fucking arms, bro.
Yep.
I'm like, bro, this guy is serious. Like, I see that when Brian Daboll was like,
wanted
bro,
him.
Trade up for him, bro. I'll trade up for him right now. I don't give a fuck what Daniel Jones thinks. Fuck him. Trade up. And they called the Commanders man and said, nope, we're not trading the pick. But
they were right. They were right.
You see what it was, bro. Like, that's crazy, bro. And to be in the NFC Championship with the first time since 1992 or some shit.
Yep.
A rookie quarterback, bro. Hey, man, that's wild. Like, C.J. Stroud had an amazing rookie campaign.
He didn't have this one. He didn't have this.
Not to the NFC Championship, bro. And you beat the number one seed. A team everyone said was going to the Super Bowl.
On the road? Oh.
And what's crazy is that the Commanders could beat the Rams or the Eagles.
Yes. I told Eagles fans, they're scary. They're a scary team, bro. Like, because you got to think about it. They won their last two games. Like we always talk about, it's momentum. How are you heading into the playoffs? Like, that's why we didn't believe in the Steelers. They had lost the last four games. It's like, they're probably going to lose again. But when you're a hot team going to the playoffs, you're the scariest team. They're a 6 seed. They beat the Bucks last week. Now it's like they got all the confidence in the world. I think if the Eagles don't get their offense together with the Jalen Hurts and the receiving, like, you can run the ball cool, but you need a score. So Eagles, I don't know, man. Eagles or Rams, you have a tough.
They split in the season.
Eagles, yeah.
So the Commanders already feel like, okay, we beat you one time, I can't beat you again.
Yep.
And it's the best way for an upset because they're division rivals.
Yep.
You know each other.
Yep.
How many times Dan Quinn faced Jalen Hurts? On the Cowboys.
Yeah, a lot of yeah, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? So it's if they go to the Super Bowl, bro, that'd be fucking nuts. That'd be fucking crazy, bro. And if they win the Super Bowl, that'd be even crazier.
Let's.
They have a statue built for him at the stadium.
Absolutely.
Next fucking year, bro.
Absolutely. But who's probably looking at this and being a little mad? I know they're not gonna say it, but Bears fans, because you got the number one pick. Yeah, you got Caleb Williams, but who's looked better so far? I know it's just 1 year, and you're gonna be like, okay, yeah, it's 1 year. You got rid of the coach and all that type of stuff. But Jaden Daniels has looked more pro ready than Caleb Williams has. Like, that's the thing I would look at. I'd be like, damn,
But it's also like you always say, coaching matters.
Yeah.
And people have slept on Cliff Kingsbury because
Mm-hmm.
he didn't end well in Arizona,
Yep.
but he had Kyler Murray playing at a high level.
Yep.
You know,
That's true.
in college, I think he coached Mahomes in college, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So all his quarterbacks, whenever he coaches, their quarterbacks flourish.
Yep.
And it was smart for the Commanders to hire him as an OC. He might work his way into another head coaching job.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna get it. Even if they don't win the Super Bowl this year, he's gonna get a job somewhere just because of the job that he did with Jane Daniels. They're gonna be like, oh, maybe you just need a good quarterback and let's send you on your way.
Yeah, because what the fuck did the fucking Commanders add this year besides the coaching and the quarterback?
That's it. That's nothing else.
Everybody's the fucking same. I mean, they added Marshall Lattimore at the
Yeah.
season. They added Bobby Wagner.
Yeah.
But
Veteran.
he's a vet. Like he's not like. So they didn't really get anybody.
Nope.
They just brought Jaden Daniels in.
Yeah.
And Eckler was new, but he didn't have a crazy year.
No. They just have a lot of savvy veteran players on their team right now. And Terry McLaurin is 6 years in, and this is the best he's looked. But that's because he has his quarterback, and you see what happens when receivers have their quarterbacks. They play up to their game because I've known about McLaurin, but he hasn't played this good. He's playing at like,
he's playing elite, bro. It's like he's at the spot where like you need a big play, he's gonna get it for you.
Yep, he's the best receiver. Yep.
So right, we'll see how that goes. So we'll see how. Well, you got the picks real quick today before we move on. I had Bills beating the Ravens. You had
same. I have Bills beating the Ravens too, and then I have the Eagles beating the Pack. The Eagles beating the Rams. So
yeah. I think it could be an upset with the Rams and Eagles, but with the snow.
Yeah.
Is it a snow
two
game?
Snow games? Yeah.
Now it's more of a run game.
Yep.
So we'll see. We'll see. But I think the Eagles are going to win that game.
Yeah, I think so too. It depends on how good Stafford is in the cold with the Eagles defense. The Eagles defense is legit. You got to get Puka going, and you gotta because they're gonna double Puka, so you might have to rely on Cooper Kupp and your other receivers too. Like I know Stafford sometimes he gets Puka reliant, but I'm like they know you're gonna be Puka reliant. You got to start moving the ball. You got Kyron Williams, so they have a good squad. The only thing I worry about the Eagles is are they gonna just rely on Saquon all the time? Because Rams defense is good too now. Like they got those two tackles. They're gonna know you're gonna want to run the ball. So Jalen Hurts might have to throw the ball a little bit more. I know they don't really like doing that, but he can't throw for 120 yards and expect to beat teams like that. He needs to throw for 175, 200 to start. It's playoffs. Like you gotta get your receivers involved. Like AJ Brown shouldn't be reading books on the sideline. Whatever they want to say, like, oh, he's just doing. I'm like, no, he's upset. He's a receiver.
Nah,
they're divas.
Yo, Eagles. I think from what I see, they be trolling, bro. They be trolling. They're trying to just make shit up and say headlines, and I mean it's been like that all year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what the fuck y'all doing? But hey, it's working so far. So
yeah.
All right, what's the next subject?
And then, what do you think? Who do you think goes to win the Bills versus Ravens? Oh yeah, we talked about that. That's just the MVP battle. So the next topic is Mike McCarthy's out as a Cowboys coach. This Jerry Jones.
Good riddance.
Jerry Jones, I get it. Tough season they had, but they came around towards the end. But Dak was hurt. CD got hurt towards the end too. I don't really know who could come in because they're saying Deion. I'm like, do you really think Deion could turn this around? Then you have to trade up to get Shador because Deion's not going to want to come without his son. So it's like you have a lot to work out with if you want to bring Deion in. So I don't know if Jerry Jones has the patience for that because he's all about win-win now.
Yeah. Well, the problem with Jerry Jones is that he wants. Like the last coach that he had that used to like argue with him and say his point with Jimmy Johnson.
Yep.
And the issue with Jerry Jones is that he wants to be the end all say all.
Mm-hmm.
Have a coach come in, but the coach is really a puppet.
Yep.
You know, I want this player. Jerry Jones is listening. No, I want this player. And listen, Jerry Jones has picked great players. You know, if you look at all the fucking draft picks, he had a lot of them are Pro Bowlers.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So you can't really argue with him. But at the same time, I feel like if the coach is telling you they want a certain player, yeah, you may not like it, but it may fit their system better.
Yep.
You know, and sometimes you gotta listen to that, bro. You gotta just stay shut
Yeah.
because you're not on the field doing the X's and O's.
Yep. That's true.
And he brings in a guy like McCarthy, and it wasn't a great hire. This is America's team, bro. This is the Cowboys, the most lucrative franchise in the entire planet. Over soccer, anything. They make the most money out of any franchise.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't be bringing in a coach that's a splash.
Yep.
Like a Deion, like a Bill Belichick. You got to be bringing these guys in. Because, and you got to be listening up the most. You have to. Like I always talk about it with James Dolan. He brought in Leon Rose, and he just straight left. You handle it. Sometimes you handle it.
Yep.
You know what you're doing. I'm sorry. I fucking stuck my nose and I was wrong. I'm out.
Yep.
I'm fucking over there in fucking Las Vegas, and Leon Rose runs the fucking team, and the Knicks have looked 100 times better since he made a decision. So sometimes Jerry Jones has to do that, and you know he fired McCarthy, which I didn't get because he didn't let him interview Chicago Bears job, and then fired him fucking 2 days later. Like, what was the point of that shit?
She just let him interview.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think he does need to bring somebody else. I don't think it was a bad firing. Mike McCarthy has had a pretty good regular season record.
Yep.
And it's just the playoff record, bro. It's just what I mean. How many times have they just fizzled out?
Yep.
They looked powerful in the season. They get to the playoffs. Like what was it last year? They're down 27-0 to the Packers in the first half.
Yeah.
That's bro. Come on, man. You can't have that. So we'll see what Jerry Jones does. I don't know. We'll see where Mike McCarthy goes.
Yeah. And the Deion thing, like we said, I don't know if he needs to. I don't know if he can deal with that type of personality. I don't know if he can deal with pushback. The only reason I think it will work is because Deion played for Jerry. So I think he'll be willing to like listen to him maybe for the first 2 years. That's the only.
And they're actually close.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
And one thing about Jerry Jones that I give Jerry Jones is that he loves his players.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And to a fault because
Zeke.
Listen, you gotta give him one thing. He paid Zeke. He paid CeeDee Lamb.
Yep.
He paid Dak Prescott.
Yep.
You're not getting it fucking done.
Yep.
All these guys he's paid.
Yep, that's true.
He paid the DeMarcus Lawrence. He paid the fucking Zach Martin. He pays them. He paid Stephon Diggs.
Yep.
What like y'all not giving the results?
Yep.
You know what I mean? So and it's to a fault because hey, guess what? Maybe he should have just let Dak go. Maybe he should have just let Zeke go when Zeke wanted all that money.
Yep.
And went a route of like look at the Lions.
Yep.
They got David Montgomery for like a quarter of the price of Zeke, and they got drafted a rookie in fucking they drafted a rookie in fucking Jahmyr Gibbs, and then
Jahmyr Gibbs. Oh my god, best people thought that the GM was wild picking him up. And look what Gibbs is. Yep.
So you should have probably went that route earlier, but. That's what we're saying about Deion is that he loves his players and bro, Michael Irvin talks about it, Troy Aikman, all these players, he treats them like fucking royalty. Those guys like Michael Irvin, it is what it is, right? And he buys a commercial and Cameron told Michael Irvin, oh, what's up with Jerry? Why he don't send you the jet, man? Come on, send you private. And then Michael Irvin was like, bro, I can call Jerry Jones anytime, and he'll send his private jet for me.
Yeah.
Take advantage of it. You know what I mean? Like, the fuck. I said, I like flying commercial, he said. But it's like, that's the love he shows to his players. Drake would call tomorrow, like, yo, I got a wedding to go to. I'm late.
Yes.
Private jet? All right, fire it up. Send it over. You know what I'm saying?
The only person who might be on his little hot water list is because Aikman called out the job on TV where he's like, it's not that really. But I think he'd be like, I still love Aikman, but
Yeah, exactly.
don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't say that shit again.
Nah, he
Yeah,
wouldn't
he
say
loved.
that to Aikman probably. He probably be like, whatever. He probably don't give a
Yeah,
fuck. He's
yeah,
like,
it's true.
you know what I mean? So with Deion, you know Deion's gonna be real.
Yes.
You know Deion's gonna be like, what, Jerry? Get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
We ain't drafted that player. You know that already.
Get the fuck out. So yeah, that's what it is. So moving on, the college football national championships tomorrow. Ohio State versus Notre Dame. This is a big statement game for Notre Dame because this is them being a national championship again, and they can either. I think I picked Ohio State. I just think they have more talent than the Notre Dame has. But this is Notre Dame to show that they can keep up with the big leagues because I don't think they don't have anything for Ohio State. They can't stop. Ohio State's too talented. They have NFL talent, legit NFL talent all over. Receivers, defensive. I'm like, their quarterback's kind of iffy, but if he just plays within his game, this should be easy with Ohio State.
Yeah. They got Ohio State. They coming in hot after the Michigan loss.
Oh,
They tried to call for Ryan Day's job, and the players stepped up for him.
yep.
You know what I'm saying? The players that motivated them because you know from what I've heard, Ryan Day's beloved over there.
Yeah.
So once they probably heard that, they're like, "Oh hell no, we can't get this dude fired. Like we love this guy."
Yep.
And they stepped up and they came in hot, bro.
Yep.
But that with the NFL playoffs and the NBA playoffs, you come in hot, bro. That shit takes you on a streak, bro.
Yeah.
And right now, I just think they got it. I mean, Notre
Yep.
Dame they play pretty good too. And Notre Dame has beaten teams that were supposed to beat them.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, hey, we just saw the Commanders beat the fucking Lions, right?
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, you never know. That'd be crazy if that does happen. You know, but I'm gonna go with Ohio State.
Yeah, I think Ohio State's just too talented. I think they're more invested in this because they want their coach to have because think about this, they went from calling for his job, and if he raises the national championship, he silences all his doubters. And I think that's what his team wants him to have. So I just think they're a more locked in team right now. I like the Notre Dame coach. I think he might get a job in the NFL someday. Like I give him like 2 more years with Notre Dame before even now people are starting to call for him to go to the NFL. But let him enjoy that time. It'll be a good game. It's on a holiday, so at least everyone can watch it. And and even if we want to do like a little mini recap, I'll be in Jersey by that time. So if you want to be like, yo, we want to talk about it for real quick, it's up to you. Like I wouldn't mind doing that, but. Besides that, you have anything else you want to talk about this national championship game?
No. I think I said enough for that already.
All right, and now we have Pepper Takes. The big one. TikTok has been banned, but Trump plans to bring it back. I knew this is all a plan. This was all a plot to make Trump look better with a lot of tickets. They're going to be like, yo, I lost a lot of money because you should have seen it on Twitter last night. People were crying, oh, I've lost. This is how I make my ends meet. I'm like, bro, just go get a fucking job. Indeed's still open. You do know that, right? Go get a goddamn job. You're on my face crying about some TikTok shit, bro. Like no, they were like.
The thing is that there's businesses on there, which I get. Like I don't really be on TikTok that much, but the times that I've been on it, like they have TikTok Marketplace.
Yes.
And people who are influencers on there, just like on Instagram or whatever, think about all the shit they do. Like when you're on Instagram and TikTok, sometimes you'd be scrolling and then onto your feed will come like, oh, I just ate at El Bistro over here in Jersey, blah blah. They have a whole video of them eating the food. And those people are getting paid.
Yeah.
To advertise that, to advertise those restaurants. How many people on TikTok probably do skits?
Yeah.
Or you have people, many influencers do skits and then somebody hits them up like, yo, take this product here and promote it on your page, and
Yep.
you get paid off that. And then if you have a check mark, you know what I mean, you get paid to post, or you get ads ran onto your videos, and then you get paid off that. So I do get people's frustration, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, but in America's point of view, they're looking at it like, bro, they're taking your information.
Mm-hmm.
China is literally taking our information.
Yep.
And the thing to me is what this is the conflict I have with Donald Trump. Is he gonna make America great as
Mm-hmm.
far as financially? Yes. The issue with that is at what cost? Because he's willing to get in bed with these fucking dictators.
Of course.
Where America's gonna be like, fuck you, Putin, fuck you, whoever the fucking person is in China.
Yep.
Like, if you're not like, we don't agree with that shit. Trump will look at it and be like, nah, those my boys.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't know the outcome of that is. Is that a good thing because you have a relationship with them, so that you could talk trades better?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Keep your
So
enemies close. I get it. I get it. I
you could prevent. He said it in a debate, like, bro, if I was president, that Ukraine shit whenever that went down, because I would have
yeah.
literally flew out to Russia and I would have spoke to fucking Putin about the whole shit, and the shit would have never went down. So is he right? I don't know.
We
You know what
gotta
I mean?
see.
I just think getting in bed with dictators, to me, it's a slippery slope,
Mm-hmm.
because they're gonna want, like, dictators to me, yo. If they gotta get it through genocide, they'll do it.
Yep. Yep.
They don't give a fuck, and
Yeah.
it's a double edged sword, because yeah, you talk trade talks done better. Yeah, you do this better. Da da da. But then, are you like condoning the fact that they got like a concentration camp for Muslims?
Yep.
Like, you're cool with that? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man.
So it's the weird thing that Trump does. You know what I mean? But he could be on the like the talk that he says, "Hey, make America great again." What the fuck do I care about the Muslims in China?
Yep.
I'm
Very
trying to
true.
I'm trying to make better trade talks for us.
Yep.
That got nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
mean, I get this. I get the both sides.
Yeah, I see it both sides too. Like I see, I'm just kind of at the point like let's just wait and see. We'll see how it goes. I understand like the slippery slope, but I'm like at this point, what does it really matter? We support in Ukraine anyway. I think we need a reset on some of this shit, bro. I think we need a hard reset on all of this, even our leaders and shit like that. But we'll see how this goes. TikTok people are going to be happy because they're going to have their means to make money again. Just don't like. I get the stores and all that stuff, but it was the individuals who were crying about it. I'm like, bro, just relax. You'll be okay.
Yeah,
Um. So that was that. And then the last set. I know this is a one you're gonna have a lot to say on the Jim Jones and Cameron spat. The little beef. Are they too old for this? Like, I'm like, bro, y'all almost 50, bro. Like, let's
yeah.
let some of this shit go, bro. Like,
Well, the issue is that um you can't say nothing about Cameron at 50.
yeah.
Like, those guys are petty.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're gonna say something about Cameron when he's 70, he's gonna drop a
He's gonna
block.
say, yeah, I get it.
That's how he is. You know what I mean? So I'm just looking at more on Jim's side, because I know Jim is not really like that. You know what I mean? If anything, Jim's a quiet dude,
Mm-hmm.
buddy, and he makes his music, and but I don't know. I guess sometimes Jim did a lot for Cam. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? As far as helping with the Dipset movement, he was fashionable like Cam, and he was also the muscle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, because one thing even Cam said, one thing Jim could do, he could get the fucking illicit killers all working together and group up together and be around at the concert. and Jim was good at that. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So sometimes when you're putting your freedom on the line for somebody, you may expect a little more grace. And I think Cameron's even said it before. Like when he was younger, he wasn't as cool as he is now.
Yeah.
Like there's definitely times that he was a dick. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and Jim ain't gonna fucking sit there and just break down everything that happened between him and Cam on some petty shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you don't talk to somebody, like it may not be one big thing, it may be 10 small things.
Yep.
And it's
True.
small things that I ain't gonna tell you, run down what the fuck happened, like, cause those moments you had to be there. Cause
Yep.
I can say what happened, and then you may be like, no, that ain't a big deal. And you're like, bro, you had to be there. He was disrespecting me, like, you know what I
Yep.
mean? Like, it was a big deal. And I think that when they mentioned him, 50 and Cam, about when 50 threw that concert and Jim Jones went, Jim probably got mad because it was like, yo, you're bringing up some old and it's not being a positive light
Yep.
because I pride myself on my loyalty. I pride myself on being the real one.
Yep.
And maybe he had a lapse of judgment at that moment. He was so mad at Cam that he went with 50 and
Mm-hmm.
did that shit. Like me, I don't give a fuck, man. Like I've been in a rap group and we've had beef with people, like for real beef. And like when I left the group, those dudes wanted to do songs with me, like, oh yeah, let's like get at the leader. That like the Jim
Yeah.
Jones. Once they knew I left the group, they were like, oh, maybe I'll get this dude on the track. Da, da, da. No, I didn't do it.
Nah.
And me and the leader had a hard fallout. You know what I'm saying? And I could have been a dick and be like, yeah, fuck it, and do a diss song and no, I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that, bro.
Could
I
have
don't
been
give a
petty.
fuck.
I get you.
That's
Yeah.
super. That's not even petty. That's like some like you just making him look like shit. Like, and I
Yeah.
think him look bad. You make yourself look disloyal to me. I don't know. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. And in Jim Jones' eyes, 50 at the time was 50 Cent.
Mm-hmm.
If it came had a falling out, how am I gonna make my money now?
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm gonna go on tour of 50, make some money, push this balling record. Maybe 50's cool enough because 50 does shit like that.
Yeah.
Like 50, like Jay Hood said in an interview that when that whole shit happened and he like kind of went to 50 and was like, yo, I'm ready to side with you and get at these niggas, blah blah. He said 50 was just like, yo, that they were at I think it was a sneaker store or some shit. And I guess they knew the guy or he had an office back there or some shit. And it was two rooms. So the first room when you walk in was like a waiting room. There's a pool hall there,
Yep.
like pool table there, all this shit. He says so everybody was there. Banks was there, 50 was there, listen, Banks was there, Yaya was there, Young Buck was there. Like they were all chilling. So they said he was sitting there with them, and then 50 opens the door like, yo, come inside. They say he had an office there, and he said, look, bro, like I'm all for this shit. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta know, do you own your publishing?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Do you have any records over there that you can't bring over? You know, is this gonna blackball you out the industry? Are they gonna
Yeah.
blackball you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So so 50 is the type of dude that yeah, not only would he take you and use you um to go at his enemy, but then he'd be cool enough to be like, oh yo, what's up with your publishing?
Yeah.
You want to be a power? Yo, you want to go on tour real quick? I'm gonna go on this five little little fucking show tour over here in New
Okay.
York, in Brooklyn. I'm gonna do the five bros real quick. You want to do the
Yeah.
five bros real quick? So that's it, Jim Jones' part, but he's like, yeah, I'm making Cam look bad, but fuck it, I got something out of this.
I gotta make money. Yeah. Makes
I
sense.
gotta find a way to make my bread now. So I just think that like you said, like fucking they're old, man. Like come on, you shouldn't even y'all should really be getting on the phone. You know what I'm saying? At this point, like if Cam and Bass could piece it out, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
But
After all their diss songs to each other
yeah.
and fucking Bass said some wild shit on the Oracle about this dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you fucked your sister and da 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 da, like wild shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if they get over it, then I think that Jim and Cam can get over it. You know
But
what I mean?
I want to ask you a question because the executive producer told me he's like, but Cam and Mace were friends from like jump. They were friends from like way back in the day. Is it different because Cam and Jim aren't like close like that? Like I think it's more of the group friendship where it's like Cam and Mace are like really boys. Is that gonna be harder for Cam and Jim to get to like to stomp this out because Cam talking about how you tried to jump Dame Dash and you like kind of backed out, like you saying all that shit. Now you calling out his manhood. I think that's a
I think it's more on Jim's side. I think Jim's
okay,
more emotional about it. You know,
okay,
and I don't think Kimber really gives a fuck. Like before Jim Jones said that shit or get off my dick or whatever, um, I don't think Kim had a problem with Jim.
mm,
You know what I mean? Like he
yeah,
probably told Jim at Harlem, like, "Oh, what up?" Da da da. Jim probably would have been the one acting like, "Oh, but you know what I'm saying? Why you cool with Mason again? You know what he did? You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? You know the kind of shit he caused over here, blah 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 blah." You know, and Cam probably didn't want to deal with that shit. So maybe Cam don't go around like that around him. You know, 'cause sometimes yeah, he may not say it, but you're sitting there, you can feel the vibe.
mm-hmm,
You're like, what? Why? Like, and Cam's doing so good in life right now. You sit there like, why, bro? What are you mad at? And sometimes I tell people that sometimes like people are mad or they have that face on. I'm like, you healthy?
yep,
Your family's fucking good. You
yep.
got money. You got a roof over your head. What are you? What's the problem? What's the problem here? What are you mad about?
Some
You know what
people
I mean?
just can't let shit go, bro.
Yeah. So
It's,
I just think that you know it's tough, but I'm not saying that I don't think that him and Jim are as close as uh, Mason Kim. Definitely not. You know, but if you're in a group, bro, and Jim is as loyal as he was,
yep,
always around, you know, putting his life on the line, like you had to build some kind of brotherhood.
yeah,
Okay? And you can see it in the videos and the music videos and the behind the scenes videos. Like there was close.
yep,
You know what I mean? And I just think that Jim got to let a lot of that shit go because hey, you know what? Sometimes people are assholes at a certain point in their life. You know, and they grow up and they fucking damn, I was an asshole. My bad.
yep.
And KFC's like that now. He's always very apologetic now when he needs to be.
Yeah, he's kind of matured a little bit. Yeah, I see
Yeah, when I said when he needs to be because he don't apologize to everyone.
it.
You know what I mean? He'll go out fucking he'll rip on anybody. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But at the same time, it's somebody who's his brother, someone who he's close to. Like yeah, he's gonna be like, my bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? I should have did that. And he even talked about it when that whole shit happened when Jim Jones cried Funk Flex so many years ago, and
Yeah.
Instagram Live, and he apologized for when Jim Jones' fiance um, first started messing around with Jim Jones, and supposedly she messed around with Max B, she messed around with a couple other rappers, so there was like looking at her like a fucking groupie type shit.
Yeah.
But he said, "Bro, I didn't know they were gonna get engaged down the road." You know what I'm saying? Like, so when he first got with her, like he said, I made T-shirts like with her like nickname
Yeah.
and like with her face on it. He said he bought the whole studio the T-shirt, got it all printed up.
Okay.
So when Jim Jones came to the studio, everyone was wearing a T-shirt, making fun of her. And he's like, "Bro, I look back at that like that was OD." You know what
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah. He was
saying?
wild.
He's like because I didn't know they would end up getting married and have kids and all this shit. Like, you know what I mean?
You can, yeah. Sometimes in the spur of the moment, you don't know how what she says, how she felt about that going on. Yeah, you gotta chill sometimes.
Not even hurt him. He loves her.
Yeah,
But you
exactly.
looking at her, she's a thought. You're like, he don't
Hmm.
love her. And
You
then you
do.
find down the road, like, oh damn, he did love her.
Is that the one that he remember he was on Love and Hip Hop that he went
Yeah, it's
he
her,
he
Chrissy.
Chrissy, that he ran down on that dude who was like, "Yo, do you know her from anywhere?"
Yeah.
You, I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh no, he do love her." Okay, yeah, if that, yeah, he definitely, yeah, Cam, he was wild on that one. That boy was about to kill that kid for that. Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
do that shit.
So Cam just looked back to that and said, you know what, I should have did that. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think it's something that could be talked out. I saw Wallow make a post, asking them to piece it out. You know what I'm saying? And
Man, we too old for this shit.
maybe that'll help because they Wallow and Gilly would have wasn't got Mason Cam back together.
Yeah. See?
So I mean, I don't know. It's tough. It is hard because you know Jim. I think Jim could be cool with Cam, but I don't think he's gonna be
He would
cool.
be cool with Mace, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was
So it's like that dynamic is a pain. Yeah, I have a dynamic like that now. I have I have three best friends I grew up with, and two of them don't talk to one of them, but I talk to one of them. I talk to all of them. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta sit here and fucking
be the middle.
Not be the middleman, but just okay. If I'm chilling with these two, you can't. And then I gotta make time.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, bro, it's like a fucking divorced family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm the kid in the divorce right now.
And they talk shit about the other person. You're like, all right, bro, like, yo, we just trying to chill, bro. Like, let that shit go. Nah, fuck that nigga. If you see him talk, it's like, all right, bro, like, we just trying to chill. Like,
he defended him like, nah, fuck that, blah blah, blah, boy, you know. So, hey, man, we'll see how that goes, man. But today the game started at what 3:30, right?
Yeah, we got some time.
And it's went out like 2 over here, right?
It's snowing over here right now, so I don't know when it's going to get to you guys.
Yeah,
it's not sticking or anything. It's just like that rain type of snow, but yeah, it's snowing over here. It's gonna be a sloppy game. For the first one, we'll see how that one goes. But the Bills game is supposed to be a blizzard, so it'll be snow football for both games.
Oh, for real? I thought it was gonna be cold.
Yeah, it's supposed to be cold, but I don't want that shit, bro. That cold shit, that's different.
It's supposed to be like 12 degrees, bro. Yo, who the fuck? Yo, Buffalo's OD, bro. They be having fucking 30 inches of snow and shit.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
And then the fans come in. They the ones who shovel out. Bro, please, please.
All right. So, as the end of episode 59.
See, episode 60 is coming up.
Yeah. Enjoy y'all Sunday, man. Enjoy the fucking playoffs. Playoffs been pretty good so far.
Last night was great. Yeah.
Yeah. We had a lot of blowouts the first week. You know, and we'll see, man. We'll see what happens.
Right.
But yeah, that's it, yo. Yeah, have a good Sunday.
All right.